Hey dolls, thank you so much for watching, and in this video we're gonna be doing a chit chat drugstore makeup tutorial. And I don't really know what I'm gonna do today on my eyelids or anything because I have no idea. I only know that I wanna use this lipstick, which is from Rimmel, and I have it for like such a long time now and I've never used this. I don't know why. It looks like that, really cool, like pinkish raspberry shade kind of. And I'm sorry for my voice, it kind of sounds really weird right now because I'm pretty much sick. I woke up today and I felt like shit, to be honest with you. My throat hurts me so bad and my head is like all over the place. Enough rambling. Now we're gonna go straight to the primer because this is what we're gonna use as first, and I'm gonna use the Revitalift Magic Blur just on my kind of pores which are visible, because then we're gonna use something a bit more highlighting. But I have pretty much visible pores on my nose especially, and here on the sides of my nose. And I'm gonna hide some imperfections I have because I definitely have them because it's like the time of the month. So I'm gonna hide all of that. Okay, so next primer I'm gonna use is the kind of sorry, Pure Light primer from L'Oreal, and it's the Lumi Magique one. And I love this stuff so much. It makes your skin look so kind of beautifully flawless and kind of glowing. This is what I wanted to say. So it's like really, it really makes you glow from the inside. So it's like the perfect primer for brides. Okay, so I feel like this light is kind of not the best today, but we're just gonna roll with it. I hope we're gonna see everything really well. So yeah, and next for the foundation, I'm not really sure which one I want to use. I don't know. This is like my favorite one from the drugstore, the Lumi Magique from L'Oreal. And this is another favorite of mine which I haven't used in a really long time now. It's the Super Stay Better Skin from Maybelline. And I don't know, maybe I'm gonna use this one because I used this one in lots of my tutorials. So maybe for some change I'm gonna use the Better Skin from Maybelline. It's like the perfect foundation if you have some imperfections. It hides them really nicely. And now I'm gonna apply that with my flat top brush. It glides on skin so beautifully. You guys, you have to try it out. It makes you look like really flawless. And I don't know if you did know that I'm painting. You have to check out my Facebook, because if you're following me on my Facebook fan page, you could probably see my artworks. Okay, so now I feel like this foundation is a bit too pale for me because I'm wearing some fake tan. But I'm gonna use a bit more bronzer, I guess. So now for my concealer, I'm gonna be using the Catrice Camouflage Cream because it's like the best concealer ever to hide your imperfections, and it's drugstore, so the price is really low and the quality is like perfect. I'm gonna hide because I have lots of breakouts on my face right now. Okay, I'm gonna use a little tiny bit of highlighting concealer. I don't need a lot. What I'm gonna use is the L'Oreal Perfect Match Concealer. Looks like that. It's not very much in there anymore because I love this concealer. And I'm gonna use a little tiny bit under my eyes just to brighten my dark circle. And I'm gonna lightly highlight the bridge of my nose. I'm just gonna set this with my like beauty sponge. Now we're gonna go to the brows, and I don't really know if I wanna use some drugstore product because I love my Anastasia deep brows so much, but I'm gonna do this for you, I think, and I'm gonna use the Makeup Revolution Focus and Fix Eyebrow Shaping Kit. So that's how the kit looks like. At first I'm gonna use this wax in here just to tame my brows and just let them sit in place. And if you also noticed, I forgot I totally forgot to tell you I'm wearing these beautiful blue contacts on, and I don't know if you noticed this, but my eyes are like really deep brown shade, so this is like something super different for me. I'm wearing them for a couple days right now and I really love them. And first I'm gonna use this the darkest shade from this palette. And now I'm gonna use the middle shade from this kit, and I'm gonna go to the end of to the rest of my brow. Okay, so now I'm gonna break the rules because I'm a rebel and I'm gonna use a little tiny bit of my deep brow on the other part of my brow because they are like too light for me. Okay, so I'm back, and as a primer for my eyelids, I'm gonna be using a concealer from Makeup Revolution palette, and I'm gonna use maybe this one in here, and of course I'm gonna just roll it on my eyelid. I don't really know what I wanna do. I just know that I wanna use the Sleek makeup palette, this one, and it's the Garden of Eden. Looks like that. Has this beautiful earth tone. I think I wanna do some kind of really smoky eye, like brownish smoky eye, since I have the blue contacts on. The brown will make my eyes really stand out and pop a lot more. But first I'm gonna use some transition shade, and since this palette doesn't really have one, I'm gonna use one from my Natalie Beauty palette, which is also kind of drugstore, let's say, and I'm gonna use this like light beige shade, and I'm gonna go from my crease up to the brow bone. Next I'm gonna use this shade in here from the Sleek palette, and I'm gonna just use it on my blending brush, and I'm gonna go into the crease. I'm going kind of all the way into the inner corner even. You want to make sure to blend it really well, to not leave any harsh lines like above your crease. And I'm gonna also run a little bit of the shade on my lower lash line, since this is gonna be a smoky eye. Okay, now I'm gonna take this really dark brown shimmery shade in here. I'm sorry I'm blinding you probably. And I'm gonna run it on my eyelid, and I'm packing it on the kind of inner third of my eyelid. You know what? I think I'm gonna use my finger for this because this is like the shimmery shade and I want it to be really nicely packed on my eyelid. And now I'm gonna go to the star of the show. Like for me this is like the perfect beautiful shade, which is this kind of reddish brown, like the really warm tone brown. And now I'm gonna apply it with my brush on the other part of my lid. I'm going back to the blending brush and the entwined shade, and I'm gonna blend the edge of the makeup. Okay, and now I'm gonna go to this shade in here, kind of golden shimmery shade, and I'm gonna use my finger to pack this on the center of my eyelid just to give kind of highlight on my eye. And I think it looks super beautiful. I don't know what I want to do on my lower lash line, to be honest. I think I'm gonna use this shade in here, and I'm gonna take the pencil brush and I'm gonna apply that on my lower lash line. And for my inner corner, I'm gonna use this shade in here, which is kind of lavender pinky shade, and I'm gonna apply that with my brush. And now for my liner, I don't really know if I want to do like full on liner. I think I don't. I'm gonna use the Makeup Revolution liner, looks like that. And I'm gonna only line my top lash line. And for my waterline, we're gonna go all the way smoky with some black pencil liner. And for that, I'm gonna use the DRUGSTORE gel eyeliner. And I'm leaving my very inner tear duct blank without any black liner in there. And now I'm gonna go back to my pencil liner and I'm gonna lightly blend the... And I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. This look is really like sultry and nice. And now I'm gonna go with my other eye and I will be back in a second. Okay, so for the mascara, I'm gonna be using the Rimmel Wonderful Mascara with Argan Oil. And I really love this mascara. It makes your lashes really long and separated. And I love this kind of mascaras. I don't like this kind of hairy ones. Okay, so for my lashes, I'm gonna use these ones in here. They are from Denicarte and the style is HT85. I'm gonna write it somewhere in the screen or in the down bar. Okay, so for a bronzer, I'm gonna use the Essence Sun Club. I'm gonna bronze up and warm up my face. It makes such a difference. It's a drugstore bronzer, but it's like really great. Now I'm gonna take the Sleek bronzer from this duo in here. It's like more of a cool toned brown, and I'm gonna lightly contour my face with this. For a blush, I'm gonna be using the Defining Blush by Catrice, looks like that. And I think it will go really nicely with this look, but I'm gonna use a very light hand. And for some highlight, I'm gonna be using this highlighter from the duo from Sleek as well. And I'm gonna use this small tapered brush for highlighting. Okay, and for my lips, as I said in the beginning of this video, I'm gonna use this kind of raspberry shade lipstick. It's called the Moisture Renew and it's in the shade As You Want Victoria. And for a lip liner, I'm gonna be using the Golden Rose in the number 307. Looks like that. And I think this lipstick goes really nice with this look, even though it's like over the top and this look is like really dramatic, but it's gonna be perfect for some kind of, I don't know, party. Okay guys, so this is all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you enjoyed this look, give this video a thumbs up. I will really appreciate that. I'll see you in my next video. Love you guys. Bye.